Good morning. Just wanted to share a quick thought with you. As I'm reading in John chapter 11 about Christ raising Lazarus, we find in verses 9 and 10, Jesus is talking. It says, Jesus answered, "Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble, because he sees the light of this world. But if anyone walks in the night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him." See, he goes from talking about something that they could see, which is when the sun's up or when it's down. Because you can actually visually see yourself walking on a path, maybe through the woods, through hiking. You can do it in the daytime, you can do it at night. In the daytime you can see the pitfalls, at night you can't. And then he twists it right there at the end to show you the true meaning of what he's trying to get to when he says, because the light is not in him. Not around him, but in him. See, he's talking about the light of the darkness within us, in our hearts, in our intent. Is it good or is it not? Is it the light of God that shines on our path, where we can see so we don't stumble? Or is it the darkness of our own self-lust that drives the light away? Is it the fear in us of what society around us will think, what they'll do to us, that drives the light of God out of us, where we can see those traps that's in our path? See, God is pure light. He's pure goodness. He's pure righteousness. It does not say God has light, or God has goodness, or has righteousness. But he is these things, and he's pure light. That being said, no darkness can be in him or in his presence. No evil can be in him or in his presence. No unrighteousness can be in him or in his presence. For that reason, we must check and see where we're at. For that reason, Lucifer and the angels fell from heaven. A lot of people don't believe that. But if you turn over to Ezekiel 28, 15 and 16, he says, "You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created, until unrighteousness was found in you. By the abundance of your trade you were internally filled with violence, and you sinned. Therefore I have cast you as profane from the mountain of God, and I have destroyed you, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire." It's clearly put in Scripture. Again, that's Ezekiel chapter 28, verses 15 and 16, if you want to check it out. God said he was created pure until he allowed the darkness to come within him, the impurity to come within him, and then he pushed himself out of the presence of God. Why do I say this? Because over here in John 11, towards the end, we find that the Pharisees, they planned to kill Christ. The same thing, they were trying to justify their actions. In verse 48 it says, "If we let him go on like this, all men will believe in him, and the Romans will come and take away both our place and our nation." They were willing to compromise what they believed in. One of the 10 Commandments that we call, which is one of their commandments from God, not to kill or, well, not to commit murder. And they were trying to plan the death of a person that had no fault, just so they can keep their place in society, just so they can remain comfortable in society, in this world. That's what this is talking about. How many of us are willing to compromise what we have read and came to believe that God showed us in His Word to remain comfortable among our friends and this society? How many of us will jump on a bandwagon just to fit in? This world will end one day. The Bible tells us this. We can see it around us. This life, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. But what we are guaranteed is a choice. A choice if we will believe or not. And if you believe, true belief comes with action. Don't let society chase out the light within you. But pray that God will make that light within you shine for others to see as well, so that you may be the candle that brings people back to His Word, regardless of what the ones around you say. May God be with you.